Hey everybody, and welcome to In the Running, the podcast where we bring your local elections to life.
We're your hosts, Mae and Olivia Self, two rising juniors at Mountain Brook High School.
We started this podcast to help inform local voters on who is running in their local elections and what those positions do on a citywide scale.
So, we're interviewing candidates and asking the real questions about their goals, values, and what they want to do for your communities across Alabama.
No spin, no speeches, just honest conversation with the people who want to lead your city.
This is In the Running.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to In the Running. My name is Olivia Self.
And my name is Mae.
And we are so excited to finally be back with y'all.
Yes, we are so excited, and we are especially excited because today we are joined with Ms. Ashford, who was recently appointed to Place 1 of Mountain Brook City Council.
Hey girls, it's nice to be with y'all today. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
So, what a great platform that y'all have started.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Absolutely.
Well, our first question is we just want to get to know you. Do you have any things that you want to share with us?
Absolutely. So I grew up in Mountain Brook, graduated from Mountain Brook High School, went to Cherokee Bend, graduated class in 1997. I was actually here lately doing everything. I've actually come across a lot of people from my class from 1997 who have come back to live here and very instrumental within our schools and our city. And so it's been fun to reconnect in a new way. Was able to marry my high school sweetheart, David Ashford. And we have 4 boys, and 3 of which who are in college. Brandon and Andrew are 21, and they are in their junior year at Auburn. Mason is 19, and he's at Berry College as a sophomore. And then our youngest, who I'm very grateful to still have at home, is Charlie Ashford, and he's in 9th grade at Mountain Brook Junior High. So, I guess some of my hobbies would be trying to learn the knack and the art for mahjong. It's a hard one. And it was the rage. So many people were playing and I didn't know how. So I'm now trying to learn that with a group of friends who are being very patient with me. When you have 4 boys, they like to do things that are adventurous. And so here recently in April, I decided if you can't beat them, join them. So I picked up golf.
Oh,
trying to learn how to play that, enjoying it though. And so it was something that my dad played when we were younger, but didn't have the time as much to do it. And so, but we always watched it on TV. And so it's kind of nice to have a full circle golf from my childhood memories and now being able to play it with my boys. My greatest passion is my family. It's my why for everything. And it's changed over the years, just with having boys that live outside the home. So anytime that I can get with them, it's just the greatest gift. And so truly, that is my passion. That is my why. So anyway, but I did. While I was at the high school, I actually had the opportunity to work in a local toy store named Smith's Variety. Y'all might know about that.
Yes, of course.
I worked for Mr. and Ms. Glazner, which was in Mountain Brook Village at the time. In an their original spot. And so kind of got to learn the value of what local kind of is from there. And then after I went to Auburn and graduated with a degree in sociology. And then from there, I came back to Birmingham, got married to David, and started working for Bromberg's Incorporated, who is in Mountain Brook Village today. And so that was yet again another way of working and within our community and finding out what the meaning of community is working for that company. So anyway, that's a little bit about myself.
I love that. What a diverse palette of activities.
Yes, very. Side question.
Yes.
Your boys in college, do they talk to you a lot?
They do.
Really?
I'm actually very blessed.
Okay.
I am. I do. I hear from them. I actually, on my way here today, got a call from Andrew. And so he was actually calling to wish me luck today.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But just to check in. But no, I hear from them an awful lot. And so I told them when they went off to school that I would text them every day to tell them good morning and good night. It was from my heart. They didn't have to do it, but it's amazing sometimes how I do hear from them. And Charlie will still, he is like best friend, come sit on the couch. And so anyway, I'm very blessed with 4 amazing young men. So yes.
Shout out to Andrew for supporting the podcast.
Yes, shout out.
Yeah, we
appreciate it. Absolutely. Spread the word, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how did you get involved in public service?
So public service is all about caring. And I actually, growing up, had 2 wonderful examples of that. And that was John and Laura Lucas. And they taught me and my 3 sisters, I'm the oldest of 4 girls, what it meant to care for others through their service, through volunteering at our church, volunteering. My mom volunteered at Cherokee Bend when we were there. And so following in their footsteps is what led me initially to public service. But in addition to that, it was my boys wanting to advocate for them and be a part of their daily lives. You know, when you first have children, they're with you all the time. And then they leave you, in a sense, to go to school and kind of start their next chapter. And I wasn't quite ready to let go. And so I found a way just to kind of be involved and just sort of be able to have my own individual voice about, you know, what was happening in their school. And that started as early as preschool when they were at Mountain Brook Presbyterian, volunteering and doing an event there. And then into Brookwood Forest, where I had the opportunity to serve on the PTO and volunteer in various areas. So, but yeah, that's kind of what led me to public service.
Love it.
Cool. Okay, and how has your background uniquely prepared you to serve on the city council?
So I think my background in terms of going back to PTO. So I served for Brookwood Forest in various different positions, from, you know, fundraising, sponsorship for the school, from doing events such as the fun Ranger Run, that is an annual event. And that eventually led me to being the president, which I was very proud to serve as the president. For me, though, it was kind of a challenging year, the year that I served, because it was the year of COVID. And so it was when everybody had masks and people couldn't be in the schools. And so some might view that as a negative aspect of that year. But for me, it was so rewarding and such a gift and a privilege, because I was able to be in the schools and I was able to see what the teachers were doing and what the teachers needed and what administration needed from us as parents, even though we couldn't be in there. And how I could be their advocate outside of the school and be able to bring that into them. And so it was a partnership, and that's kind of what all of my roles within PTO kind of gave me. But it gave me a unique perspective on kind of what's important behind the scenes that you may not have the opportunity to see. So it was a unique experience, but I learned a lot about those who work within our schools, but also a little bit about myself too, and how as long as you are willing to carry the load, you can move it forward. So
I love that.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago, you were officially sworn in to Mountain Brook City Council.
Yes.
So exciting.
Yes.
So what has that been like for you? Any highlights, any challenges, anything interesting you want to share?
Wonderful. I mean, it's been a little bit of a whirlwind, but it's been wonderful. It's given me a unique perspective. You know, when you have a play and you go to the play, there are all these things behind the scenes that people don't have the opportunity to see. It's just what's on stage, and you get to see those who are on stage performing. It's kind of a little bit of the way the city kind of works. You know, I've had the opportunity to meet with department heads and take tours of their area of expertise. I got to go on a fun and very entertaining tour with our amazing fire and police chief. And so they, Chief Bulware and Chief Mullins, are such an amazing asset to our city. But they banter a little bit back and forth. And so,
really?
Yeah, they do. And so it was fun to see that side of things, but also to see what they were passionate about, and their why of what's, you know, what makes them uniquely perfect and what they bring to the city. I've also been able to get a tour of City Hall. And, before with being on Planning Commission, you just go once a month and you see whatever your cases are, and you kind of see the pre-chamber room and the formal chamber room. You don't really get to see all the back areas of it. And to have that tour of how amazing our City Hall is, but it's the people that are actually the heartbeat of our city and those that work within that building. That's been fun. I've had the opportunity to create new relationships I might not have met. I've met people that, just from coming up to me and then wanting to get to know me a little bit better. It was a pretty neat gift to be able to have my children there and my family there on that sweet morning when I was able to have my swearing in. But I just sort of feel like the level of support has been really fantastic. But no, everything that I have met and everyone that I have met and every aspect that I've had just to learn more about our city has been a gift. So it's been a fun 3 weeks. So it really has.
Great.
How fun. Okay. You serve as the liaison for the Village Design Committee, correct?
Yep.
And what's the other one?
The other one is I'm the liaison to the chamber.
Fun. Okay. So
yes.
Can you explain what that means?
Absolutely. So so as a member of the city council, everyone has a board or a committee that they act as the liaison to. So for me, it's Village Design Review, which they are the ones who meet once a month, and they for signage. Like say you've got a new business that's going to open up in Mountain Brook Village, and there's a certain sign that they want to have put kind of on the facade, the front of the building. Then they will bring their designs to the Village Design Review, and they will either approve it or they will make recommendations of how they could maybe change the color or maybe change the backlighting. And so it's a way to better enhance the business. That's kind of all it's really looked at. It's not a way to kind of more help them maybe see other ways that they could better enhance their business that they're bringing to the city. So, and then as far as the chamber, which I'm really excited about. And so we have Lizzie Mayman, who is the director of the chamber, and Shelby Ware. And so I've had the opportunity to get to meet them. I've had 2 ribbon cuttings, which have been fun.
Ooh.
Yes, for 2 new businesses that have come. And so that's been fun. So I will get to do those with them, and kind of be kind of a welcoming committee, lending the support, being a face of just, if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to call. I actually want the opportunity to go and meet all of our business owners and just let them know that I'm here and I'm wanting to support them, and can kind of be the go-between between things that they might need or things that they appreciates happening. And so it truly is just that medium person, just to sort of support them. It's also, it's holiday season. And so, there's a lot of different sales going on, and just kind of showing my support on behalf of the council, all those who choose to bring their businesses to Mountain Brook. So we were blessed with some great ones.
You really are, yeah.
So, but yeah.
Exciting.
So yes, it's been fun.
Well, here's a kind of a tougher question.
Okay.
But as you see it, what would be one area where you think Mountain Brook could maybe improve?
That is a tough question, because I do feel as though there are so many who came before me who have already laid the groundwork for what makes Mountain Brook so special. When you have a city and you're looking to the future, there's always going to be areas of improvement and areas that are going to need a little extra love, or maybe to look at things differently, which I think is what bringing new city council members to the table now will help facilitate. But I do feel as though that those who came before us already started working on areas and ways in which we can improve, such as there's the roundabouts, which helps with traffic flow. But there's also the one thing I keep hearing about, including from my mom, is parking. And so, no, there's not a quick fix solution for that, but maybe finding ways that we can tweak and make transitions a little bit easier, getting around trying to find your parking area. But also for me, the most important thing is continuing to enhance unity. I feel like in the past, few years, there's been a little bit of lack of unity within our city. Our community is great and we've got great people. But I think for myself, it's wanting to maybe bridge that gap and becoming that voice of what's important to others out there that they maybe see as improvements for our city, and be able to look at that and collectively myself and as a city council of what we can do to improve in our city.
Love that.
What are your top priorities or goals for this year on city council?
My top priorities are, which I've kind of already started, and that is the opportunity to work with 4 other council members and create a relationship, create a comfortable nature of trust. And I think as long as we have that and we are willing to listen to one another, there's nothing we can't accomplish together. So I think that would be one thing. I do think it's also supporting our local, getting out there and our businesses and wanting to let them know who I am and me get to know who they are to help better promote them, but also to support them in their business endeavors so that we can keep the businesses that we do have and maybe bring in some others. And then I also just sort of feel as though maybe bridging the communities around us and having us all work together for the betterment of each other's cities. But, we are surrounded by some pretty amazing other municipalities. And so I feel as though working together, we can each continue to enhance the better parts of all of our cities, but work together in a partnership. And I think that would be pretty fun to do because there are some pretty amazing other city councils and mayors out there that we could be able to do that.
Amazing.
For sure. So are there any upcoming projects or initiatives that you're excited about that you want to plug real quick?
So I do actually. So when I had the opportunity to meet with the executive director, who acts also as a department head to the library, Lindsay Garner, I had the opportunity to get an amazing tour of what the O'Neill Library is now, but I've also got to see what the plans are for doing a renovation of it.
Oh.
So that's coming down the pipeline. I don't know if y'all have been in the library lately just to sort of see what all that it has to offer. I personally had no clue. I go in or I'll check out a book or, my son will go there to study. I don't know if y'all do the same, but there's people always everywhere bustling. But there's so many other avenues and things that you can do within our library. There's a maker's corner where people can go, and there's a 3D printer. And you can make things in 3D printer. There's all sorts of different things in there. And so it was just sort of neat to see that side of it, but also to see her and hear her enthusiasm for the renovation that's coming. So that is on the new horizon. It'll be fun to see that all come to fruition. And then just to sort of help be kind of a small part of that. I told Lindsay I would be willing to help in any way that I could. But it is. So I'm excited to see how that growth and facelift, what it does for our city. So that would be one thing.
I'm so excited about this.
I know. It's going to be great. So anyway. But yeah,
I want to check out that 3D printer. That sounds so fun.
Truly. And they helped actually, I learned this too, that the 3D printer, that they actually used that to help do something with a drone for the police department.
Oh.
And so, it is it's a small room. It's probably about the size of this room that we're in, but all of the different unique arts and crafts that they have in there that you can go and utilize at any time is pretty incredible. So anyway,
interesting partnership between the library and the police department.
And so, but it was a great experience. And so I highly recommend you go check out the Maker's Corner.
We totally will.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay, this is our last question. Okay. Super fun question. Yeah. What is your favorite spot in Mountain Brook?
My favorite spot. I'll be honest. My favorite spot's my home. If I'm being completely honest, it's my home. It's where I love to be. It's where I love having my boys come home to. I love sitting around the dinner table in my room. In our home. And truly, I guess that's my favorite spot. And we've lived there for 15 years. And it is. It's a happy home. And so I would say that is my favorite spot. However, if you're wanting like a spot, I would say I love to go, David and I love to go grab dinner at Dyron's. We love to go get dinner at Daniel George. But what I love most about all of those places that we like to go is the people. So I feel like I love a spot because of someone that I've met that works there, because the people are what makes it thrive or make it thrive. And so, so it is. I've got a lot of different spots, but it's because of the people. But my main favorite is my home. So truly. So
anyway. You guys, Crestline or Mountain Brook Elementary or Brookwood Forest?
So Brookwood Forest. So we are actually right up from the high school.
Oh, fun.
So yes, right up from the high school, which makes it very convenient when your kids are in high school because they literally rolled out of bed and rolled down the hill. Mm-hmm. So, but no, we're right up from the high school. So it's nice for the kids we had all the crew over on Friday nights before the games and great memories with that. So it was just, it's a great place. So we feel very blessed to have been there for 15 years. So, but yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Ashford. It's really been such a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. I am excited at the new opportunity, and I'm ready to get to work and eager for all the people that I'm going to meet. But I very much want to thank y'all for having me. This is an amazing platform that y'all have started, and it's a gift. So keep it going. So I look forward to sitting down with y'all again in the future.
Yes, we
so
would
anyway,
really love
yes,
that.
I would look forward to it.
It was
so
a pleasure to
Let's
meet
do
you.
it.
Nice to meet you as well. Keep up the good work.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to In the Running, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.